Hey guys, Alex Ortner here, executive producer of the film Simply Raw, Reversing Diabetes in 30 Days. Here in my home in Newtown, Connecticut. I'm joined here by my wife Karen and our 13-month-old little boy Malachi, who some of you may have seen before. And I'm going to do a couple videos for you today. You'll see this first video, I'm going to talk about our morning routine, because I know a lot of people have asked a question about how to stay raw. And for us, having a morning routine where we are exercising and starting off with raw foods is really critical to be raw for the rest of the day. Now, we're not 100% raw. We're typically in the range of 80, sometimes 90% raw. So, a lot of people feel pressure to have to be 100% raw. Don't feel like you have to be. Just work to increase it incrementally. We prefer to be at the 80 to 90% raw food range for us, and that's just a personal choice for everyone. So, what we do every morning is we wake up at about 6:30 in the morning, and luckily we have a little boy who helps us to get up at 6:30 in the morning every day, and we start off by exercising. Now right now we're actually in the middle of doing a P90X workout routine, so we're working out 6 out of the 7 days a week. And so we take turns, so she'll exercise first while I watch our little boy, and then I exercise while she watches Malachi. And then we get to the breakfast side of it. Now, typically for breakfast, I do one of two routines. I typically have a smoothie, which I'll have with protein, Sun Warrior protein, which is an all raw protein. Phenomenal, I highly recommend it. Or I do a juice. So I'm going to show you both options today because they're both really simple, really easy ways to get going with a raw food during your day. Now, first off, as I said, exercising is really critical. I know I've seen a couple questions on the blog from Saturday, people asking about raw food and weight loss. And having raw food alone is phenomenal, and especially if you are over 50, 60, 70, 80% raw, you're really going to see a big difference there. But exercise is really critical because it's a big part of the detox process. It gets blood flowing and just helps everything be healthier and better. So after you do some exercise in the morning, and again, I highly recommend doing a routine. You might not want to start off with P90X because it's a pretty intensive program, but do some kind of exercise to get that blood flow going. So I'm going to show you what I do a lot of days after my workout. So I'm just going to make a smoothie here. As you can see, I filled it up with some water already. I'm going to put some fruit in here. I don't like to do a lot of fruit in my smoothies just because fruit is very high in sugar, so I do a very minimal amount, typically just for taste. So I have some blueberries here today. I actually typically will put in some blueberries, some raspberries. I actually happen to only have blueberries in my kitchen today, so I'm just going to put a little bit of some blueberries in there. And then I'm going to get to all this other fun stuff that I put in here. Sun Warrior protein. I typically do 1 spoonful of this. We'll plop it in there. And I'll typically put in some maca because I'm a big lover of maca. So I'll put some of that in there. Some green powder. This is Revitify. There's a lot of different options for these green powders. I'll put some of that in there. It's not an exact science, you just do what you like. And I'm also going to put in some coconut oil. I do a lot of times. I don't do every day with the coconut oil, but I love putting coconut oil in there because it's just a great food to get into your body. There we go. Throw the top on there. Simple as that. So that's really my morning breakfast a lot of times, is just that. As I said, I like to do a lot of water in here just because, especially after my workout, I like to be taking in a lot of water after my routine. It's extremely good. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the other option that we typically have in the morning, which is a green juice. We have 2 juicers in the kitchen right now. One of them is mine, and one happens to be my brother's. He's traveling, so he left it here. He was actually moving. So the first one that we always use is the Champion juicer. I highly recommend it. He uses a Twin Gear Green Star, also a very popular juicer. These are two, the juicer and the Vitamix are just two appliances that you really have to have in your kitchen if you're going to be doing raw foods. So, green juices are pretty simple. I'll show you what I have here. I've got some cucumber. Here comes a little boy back, playing with his little ball. And I'm just going to chop these up. Simple as that. And throw them in here. Make sure we have this plugged in, because that would probably help. Hey, somebody's here smiling again. Cucumber in there. I actually have 2 cucumbers here. I'm going to throw in some garlic. We both love garlic. And some more cucumber in there. You'll see this is already full, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to clean this out quickly. That way we can throw our juice in here. So I'll take the juice, throw in here so I can keep on juicing. So next I've got a couple green peppers. I'll chop these up quickly. And I'm going to show you, when we're done with this, what little kids think about green juices. Because I know a lot of people tend to think that kids don't like raw foods. But a lot of that has to do with the marketing we have on TV. You always see in TV, you know, kids squirming when they're eating broccoli. So we're going to do some green juices and give it to Malachi and show you what he thinks of it. Almost there. Here, just cleaning out his little cup so that he can have some green juice. Now, Malachi has a very high raw food diet as well. He doesn't do all raw. His mom actually steams a lot of veggies for him, steams them up, and then she will blend it and feed it to him like that. So rather than buying a lot of canned food at the grocery store, she actually prepares a lot of his meals fresh. And maybe we'll show you how she does that another day. What's that? All of his meals she does fresh. All of his meals. So we've got some tomatoes.